Imagine holding in your hands a book that no one in the world understands. Each page you turn offers intricate drawings of unknown plants, astronomical charts featuring unrecognizable constellations, and tiny dancing figures in surreal costumes, all annotated in an indecipherable script. This is not the plot of a Borges story or a fantasy novel. This is the Voynich Manuscript, an object as beguiling as any that has come from the human past. Considered the world's most mysterious book, the Voynich Manuscript continues to confound linguists, historians, and cryptographers alike. The Voynich Manuscript is not just a puzzle waiting to be solved, it is a portal into the medieval mind, offering a glimpse into an era shrouded by time and misconception. Discovered in 1912, but possibly dating as far back as the 15th century, this manuscript promises a journey not just through pages, but through history itself. Despite rigorous studies, no one has conclusively pierced its veil of secrecy, enhancing its mystique and drawing curiosity from around the world. Could it be an encrypted text, a unique natural language, or a clever hoax? This uncertainty lays the groundwork for a broader dialogue, not just on the manuscript, but on the medieval world's view of science, art, and language. Each page a labyrinth, each diagram a map, and each symbol a door to countless possibilities. The Voynich manuscript's exact origins are unknown, making its historical journey nearly as enigmatic as its content. It is believed to be the work of several authors due to the differing styles of illustration and handwriting. Once owned by Emperor Rudolph II of Germany, who reportedly believed it was the work of Roger Bacon, the manuscript later passed through the hands of several less famous but equally fascinated owners. This historical game of pass the parcel adds layers to its intrigue, offering tantalizing glimpses into the minds and libraries of some of Europe's most learned and curious individuals. Attribution theories range widely, though none have been definitively proven, creating a rich tapestry of historical possibilities that scholars continue to unravel. The dimensions and physical characteristics of the Voynich manuscript are as follows. Approximately 23.5 by 16.2 centimeters, with over 240 vellum pages, some of which fold out to reveal larger diagrams. What is particularly striking, aside from the unreadable text, are the vivid illustrations that hint at understandings of botany, anatomy, and astronomy, which do not completely align with any known sources from the period. Such anomalies make the manuscript not only a curiosity, but a potential trove of lost knowledge or coded wisdom awaiting decipherment. Through scientific techniques like carbon dating, historians have confirmed an early 15th century origin, likely crafted in northern Italy. Yet, despite its age and fragile state, the colors of its illustrations remain remarkably vibrant, suggesting the use of sophisticated techniques or the preservation of the manuscript under exceptional conditions. The text of the Voynich manuscript is written in an unknown script that resembles no known language or code. This script, often referred to as Voynichese, consists of a combination of looping letters, short paragraphs, and bullet points, organized into what appears to be meaningful sections. Linguistic analysis suggests the text follows certain laws of phonetics and syntax, suggestive of a real language. The patterns of symbols and their distribution across the manuscript hint at an organized system of writing, yet the meaning remains elusive. This has led some to propose that the manuscript could be a sophisticated hoax, yet the sheer complexity and cost of its creation argue against such a theory. The failure of both human and artificial intelligence to decode the script adds another layer of intrigue. It challenges our modern arrogance about decryption and translation, reminding us of the limits of our tools when faced with truly alien contexts. One of the most captivating sections of the Voynich manuscript is its extensive catalog of plants. None of these plants, depicted with exquisite detail, match any known species on Earth. This botanical section comprises over 100 drawings, each accompanied by text, perhaps describing the plant's uses or properties. The vivid colors and imaginative depictions suggest a deep appreciation of and connection to the natural world, albeit a world that is not quite our own. Some theorists suggest these might be fantastical amalgamations of real plants or even depictions of flora from distant lands lost to time. Others propose a more symbolic interpretation, where each plant might represent astrological or alchemical symbols embedded within a larger philosophical treatise. This section, more than any other, challenges our understanding of medieval knowledge of botany and the broader natural sciences, suggesting either a lost body of knowledge or a sophisticated form of allegorical representation. The astronomical section of the Voynich manuscript includes diagrams of suns, moons, stars, and possibly planets, arranged in ways that do not correspond neatly with any known astronomical or astrological practices. Some pages show circles that could be interpreted as maps of the stars or instructional devices for tracking celestial bodies. The presence of these diagrams raises questions about the extent of medieval astronomical knowledge and its transmission across cultures. The inclusion of possibly astrological symbols suggests that the manuscript might also delve into interpretations of celestial influence on terrestrial affairs, a common belief in medieval scholarly thought. These sections not only baffle those trying to find a real astronomical counterpart, but also highlight the manuscript's potential role in bridging the gap between science and the mystical or astrological schools of thought prevalent at the time. Perhaps the most visually striking and enigmatic section is what appears to be a series of bathing rituals, featuring scores of small nude women bathing in complex, interconnected pools of green and blue water. These illustrations are often linked by pipes and elaborate water systems, suggesting a sophisticated understanding of hydraulics. Theories about this section range from it being an allegorical representation of bodily humors in medical theory to a lost form of spiritual cleansing ritual. The presence of these diagrams in a manuscript that also discusses botanical and astronomical phenomena suggests a holistic view of science and mysticism, where the body, plants, and stars are all interconnected within a larger cosmological schema. The depiction of these activities, so detailed and yet so mysterious, serves as a reminder of the many unknown facets of historical daily and ritual life, prompting us to consider how much of human history is lost to the modern scholar. The Voynich manuscript is not merely a treatise on unknown plants and celestial bodies, it also dedicates a substantial portion to what appears to be pharmaceutical or medicinal preparations. This section features numerous jars and containers, each filled with varying substances, and accompanied by paragraphs of the mysterious text. The illustrations suggest a deep engagement with the healing arts, potentially documenting medieval or even ancient pharmaceutical knowledge that does not align with recognized historical texts. This invites speculation about whether the manuscript could have been a type of apothecary manual intended for a practitioner of medicine who was fluent in its secret language. The complexity and detail of these drawings not only underscore the manuscript's enigma, but also reflect the broader medieval fascination with alchemy and the transformation of natural substances for healing, a pursuit that borders the realms of science and magic. The Voynich manuscript's illustrations are not only remarkable for their content, but also for their unique artistic style. The drawings, while detailed and intricate, exhibit a naivete that differs markedly from the more polished artworks of high medieval manuscripts. The style is characterized by an almost whimsical approach to proportion and perspective, perhaps indicative of an artist more concerned with symbolic representation than realistic depiction. This has led some scholars to suggest that the manuscript's images might have been created by self-taught artists, possibly even the author themselves, further adding to its mystery. The unique visual language of the manuscript not only deepens the enigma but also provides a fascinating insight into the diversity of medieval artistic expression, which may have varied widely outside of the more recognized centers of art production. Over the centuries, the Voynich manuscript has attracted the attention of numerous professional and amateur cryptographers, including those who cracked the Enigma code in World War II. Despite their efforts, no one has yet succeeded in decoding more than a few words of the manuscript's text. This section of the manuscript's history reads like a detective story, filled with brilliant minds stumped by the cunning complexity of an unknown language. The manuscript has been approached with every conceivable cryptographic and linguistic theory, from simple substitution ciphers to the proposal that the text is a sophisticated example of steganography or hidden meaning. Each failed attempt to crack the code has only added to the manuscript's legend, affirming its status as perhaps the most tantalizing and enduring puzzle in the history of cryptography. In the age of artificial intelligence and advanced computational linguistics, new approaches have been applied to the Voynich manuscript. Algorithms have been used to analyze the text's patterns, suggesting that it may indeed represent a meaningful language rather than random gibberish. Recent studies using statistical methods to compare the manuscript's text with other global languages have suggested intriguing, albeit unconfirmed, parallels with ancient scripts and languages. These modern techniques, while still in their infancy, offer a glimmer of hope that the manuscript may eventually yield its secrets through the collaboration of human and machine analysis. The ongoing pursuit of the manuscript's meaning with cutting-edge technology not only highlights the timeless human quest for knowledge, but also underscores the potential for modern science to unlock historical mysteries. The Voynich manuscript is more than a historical artifact. It has permeated popular culture, inspiring novels, plays, movies, and even video games. Its allure lies in its perfect encapsulation of the unknown and the human fascination with unsolved mysteries. This cultural footprint underscores the manuscript's role not just as a relic of the past, but as a continuing source of inspiration and wonder in the modern world. It challenges our perceptions of the past, provoking questions about what knowledge may have been lost and what might still be discovered if only we could crack the code. The manuscript's mysterious charm invites us to reflect on the nature of knowledge itself, how it is created, lost, and rediscovered, and the endless human passion for unraveling the unknown. The Voynich manuscript is often compared to other historical enigmas, such as the Rosetta Stone or the Dead Sea Scrolls. However, unlike these artifacts, which have been largely deciphered and understood, the Voynich manuscript remains a completely unresolved puzzle. This comparison highlights the unique status of the Voynich manuscript in the annals of historical and linguistic mysteries. It serves as a humbling reminder of the limits of contemporary scholarship and technology, and the potential for new discoveries to overturn long-held assumptions about history and culture. The Voynich manuscript in its silent mystery beckons not just to historians and linguists, but to all who are interested in the past, challenging us to think about what might be learned from an artifact that refuses to relinquish its secrets easily. To gain deeper insights into the Voynich manuscript, numerous interviews with historians, cryptographers, botanists, and art historians have been conducted. These experts bring a wide range of perspectives to the manuscript's mysteries, offering theories and interpretations based on their areas of expertise. Their opinions are as varied as their disciplines, ranging from detailed linguistic analyses proposing new methods of decryption to imaginative theories connecting the manuscript to far-flung cultures and forgotten sciences. These expert insights not only enrich the discourse surrounding the manuscript but also highlight the interdisciplinary approach necessary to tackle such a multifaceted enigma. Each expert interaction adds layers to our understanding of the manuscript, weaving a complex tapestry of academic and scientific inquiry that stretches across disciplines and theories. The allure of the Voynich manuscript extends far beyond academic circles. It captivates the imagination of the public worldwide. Exhibitions, documentaries, and public lectures about the manuscript often draw large crowds, reflecting a broad-based fascination with this enigma. This widespread interest speaks to the universal appeal of mystery and the human desire to solve puzzles. The manuscript's resistance to interpretation and its beautiful, inscrutable pages serve as a magnet for curiosity, drawing people from all walks of life into its orbit. The public's engagement with the Voynich manuscript not only ensures its preservation as a cultural artifact, but also democratizes the quest for knowledge, inviting everyone to ponder its mysteries and perhaps even to imagine solutions of their own. Despite its undeciphered text, the Voynich manuscript is a valuable educational tool. It serves as a focal point for interdisciplinary teaching, encompassing subjects such as history, cryptography, botany, and linguistics. Educators use the manuscript to spark curiosity and to illustrate the complexities of historical understanding and the decoding of ancient texts. It also provides a practical example of how different scientific and scholarly disciplines can overlap, providing students with a holistic view of the humanities and sciences. The manuscript's mystery enhances its educational value, offering an engaging way to introduce students to the methods and challenges of scholarly research and the joys of lifelong learning and inquiry. The study of the Voynich manuscript is far from complete. As technology advances and interdisciplinary collaborations become more sophisticated, new avenues of research continue to open. Future research may involve more advanced cryptographic techniques, deeper linguistic analysis across forgotten languages, or even AI-driven pattern recognition that might reveal new clues to the manuscript's meaning. The potential for significant breakthroughs remains high, and the next chapter of the Voynich manuscript's history could well herald new understandings not only of the manuscript itself, but of the medieval world and the evolution of written language. While the Voynich manuscript is often studied for its linguistic and historical mysteries, it is also an object of art. Its illustrations provide a unique insight into the artistic conventions and visual culture of its time. Art historians analyze the manuscript not just for what it might mean, but for what it shows about medieval artistry and aesthetics. The unusual, perhaps idiosyncratic drawings suggest a creator or creators not bound by the artistic norms of their time, offering a rare glimpse into a more personal or experimental aspect of medieval art. This perspective shifts the discussion from what the manuscript might say to what it shows, providing a rich field of study for those interested in the history of art and visual communication. The Voynich manuscript is often associated with mystic or esoteric traditions, given its obscure content and the historical context of its creation. Some theorists suggest that it may be an example of lost knowledge or hidden teachings, perhaps related to alchemical practices or Hermetic philosophies. The manuscript's imagery, filled with unusual symbols and diagrams, lends itself to such interpretations. This mystical aspect invites a broader consideration of the manuscript, not just as a text to be decoded, but as a potential source of spiritual or philosophical ideas, reflecting the human search for deeper meaning and understanding. Exploring these dimensions opens up the manuscript to interpretations that transcend the literal and invite reflections on the symbolic and the profound. The Voynich Manuscript remains a profound mystery and a symbol of the unquenchable human thirst for knowledge. It challenges us to consider the limits of our understanding and the vast realms of history and knowledge that remain unexplored. As we continue to decode its pages, the manuscript not only teaches us about the past, but also about the nature of curiosity and the enduring human drive to make sense of the unknown. Whether or not its secrets are ever fully unlocked, the Voynich Manuscript remains a testament to the complexity of human thought and the enduring fascination with the worlds we have lost. In exploring this enigma, we find not just a puzzle to be solved, but a mirror reflecting our own desires to know, to understand, and ultimately to connect with the mysteries of our universe.